Hi there guys, thanks for checking out my first play battle report of Dragon Rampant. I just wanted to pop in here quickly just to say, while editing the video, I realized I made a few stupid mistakes during the game. Like for example, for some reason I got it in my head that greater war beasts and lesser war beasts have 12 strength points instead of 6, which obviously they don't, but I didn't correct it throughout the video. But the next video battle reports I do, I'll have that fixed for the next one. I just wanted to pop in here and say that was a mistake. I realize it. It didn't affect the game. We still had a really good... Well, I mean, it did affect the game, but we still had a really good game to play. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And we will have more coming up in the future. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. So, of course, we're playing Dragon Rampant. I'm just going to show you the battlefield. We have a little farmstead next to a river over here, so we've got the little farmstead over there. These are all old buildings from my various scenery bits from my collection. I don't really know where they're from, but they need desperate need of some repair. We've got a road going through the village over here, and then on the left here, my mixed left, my right, we've got a river flowing that way. That's where the halflings are crossed. No, that's just the end of the border, and then there's a forest on the right here. Another hill over here, so hopefully I can zoom out a bit. You can have a look. Most of the terrain is just from my collection. I don't really know where they're from. Various bits and pieces need some work, but there we go. So I'm the attacker. I'll be attacking from this end. Mick's the defender. He's coming to save his farmsteads that we're raiding up and down the river. So let's see how he does. So this is the human army that Mick will be using. So we've got 25 points. We've got a human mounted men-at-arms over here. Unit of 6 of them. We've got a retinue of 12 men-at-arms sergeants on foot. As you can see, the Duke has joined them. He's got his unit of crossbows. They're just a normal unit of crossbows. And then they've got the retinue of knights from all the household lords, including the Duke's own son, Leopold, over there. So we've got 6 knights over there, and then we've got some allies, some mercenaries that have joined. We've got the Gallic tribesmen from the north. They've sent a unit of men-at-arms or belliquist foot to come help out. And then we've got some light spearmen from the men of the east, the Shoshan tribe. So as you can see, they're on their way of being painted. I just started adding them into the unit now. So that is 25 points of humans. Alright, so this is the warband I will be using, or army I'll be using. I'm using Halflings. This is my shield maiden sort of berserkery halfling army. This is led by Ingrid. She's got a retinue of foot sergeants here. And she's bringing her halflings across the river to raid the human kingdoms. As this is not a farming halfling community. This is a I take what I want halfling community. And their army is numerically smaller than the humans, because obviously they want to move faster, and therefore they have a lot more mobile stuff, shall we say. So on the left here, I've got my heavy cavalry, my goat cavalry. It's led by Ingrid's sister Beatrix. And then we got some light crossbows over there. I've gone for light crossbows because if you stood one of these crossbows next to one of the human crossbows, there's quite a size difference. But don't worry, I did bring some heavy crossbows, which are those ones over there. And then I'll come back to the one on the top there. It got some lesser war beasts, which are my war bears. And then right at the top there, we got my greater war beast, which is the cockatrice. So this is my 25-point halfling warband that are going to be raiding the human villages. Right, let's get this set up. Alrighty, we are deployed for battle and ready to take the first turn. As I said, I'm the attacker. So my halflings are deployed on this side of the board. I've got my crossbows holding my right flank over here. And then they have just to the side of them, they have the cockatrice. Behind, sort of to the left, is the war bears. In front of them is Ingrid with her foot soldiers. And then to the left of them is Beatrix and her cavalry. And then on my far left flank is their heavy crossbows. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Actually, that's what I'm looking at. So this is what I'm sort of aiming at.
I have to put you off dinner.
But then we have a look at Mick's sort of deployment over here. And he is gone for a heavy right hook. So he's got his knights behind his mounted sergeants over there. And then in the wheat field over here, he's got his crossbows and foot sergeants. And then on his left flank, he's kept all his mercenaries. He's got the Shosham in front with the Gallics at the back. What's your thought process here, Mick?
I have none. It's more better than not be complicated. No, I'm trying to stop these two from going mental first. Not far, and then give these a little bit of a wall to sit behind for the beginning. Try to have a strong centre where it won't go loopy and just run away on me.
Yeah.
And then see how it plays.
Best laid plans, eh? All right. So as the attacker, I'll be going first, and we will start the game. Round 1, halflings to go. So, Mick, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move my footmen over here, and they're going to move forward. And it's a 7. I needed a 6, so I'm good to go. So they can move 6 inches forward. Away they go. Now, I've actually added my war beasts behind them so that they don't get caught charging off into random places. But what that does mean is that now they're going to have to move slower if they do move at all. I'm going to move my crossbows forward as well. Actually, I'm going to move the cockatrice.
Is this completely passable?
Yes, except for the rocky areas over here.
Okay.
So I'm going to move my cockatrice. It moves on a 6+. So that's good. That's an 8. It moves 12 inches. So it's going to go 6 to there. And another 6 to there. Now I'll move the crossbows so that they don't get stuck behind the, or actually block off the big boy crossbows. Move on to 6+ as well. That's successful. Look at me. The army knows what they're feeling, fresh, ready to go.
They're keen for loot.
Yeah. See all their
haven't eaten all day. They want to eat.
All their cornfields over there. Cavalry. They're going to move as well. No, they're not moving. Right, so 3, that ends my turn. Over to you, Mickey boy.
Then boys, what do they need? Oh, sorry.
Right, what are you moving first?
Mounted sergeants.
Mounted sergeants.
5+.
Yep.
Oh.
They are very keen.
What a waste of a great roll. Why can't I have that on the 7+?
And unlike, vehicles in World War II, they don't get to move faster because they're on a road. So they're screening the noble lords of the houses from danger, are they?
No, they're just trying to stop them from being idiots.
Oh, right, I see. Well, you know all noble lords are idiots.
Yeah, you know that. There should be British ones because they're real idiots. So
crossbows?
These are going forward, try to go towards the wall line.
Okay, they move on a 6+.
Okay.
6, good.
So basically you get the... Does this affect their...
No, we won't play... No, let's say it's already been harvested. Okay. It's in the grain silo. Okay. So that's just the remnants of the wheat field.
Because I've got a few drunken ones, so I need to give them a kick up the arse. So hope they don't shoot like drunkards.
You'll find more likely that they won't shoot at all most of the time.
Yeah, it's great having them in a strong centre then, isn't it?
Well, they might
hold a key position.
They're quite keen now because they can't see anything. All they see is that house in the front of them.
That's why they're going to the wall.
Exactly, yeah. They think there's a hot beer inside there. Who's next?
These boys.
So the Shoshan, they move on a 5+. They're very keen. And they got an 8-inch move. They can also move through terrain because they got... Oh no, the guys at the back do. The Gallic guys can move through terrain without any penalties. So they can jump walls and stuff and go through shrubberies and find them Knights of Knee.
Well, I'm going to put the lads who remember their war paint on at the front. Oh
yeah, get all the coloured ones dead first. Actually, we take miniatures from the back.
I was just meaning they look prettier.
Oh, I see. Okay. Right, next.
Yeah, go on then, I'll move these.
They move on a 6+. 7, that's good.
So they move 8 as well.
And they're keeping pace. So it's interesting, you put all your speedy units out on the flank. So you're almost doing like the buffalo horns that Shaka Zulu was well known for.
See, he's influenced me. He was talking to me overnight, and it's, I'm going to crucify him when it fails.
So final 2 units, which one are you going for? Knights. So they move on a 7+.
Just.
They're actually quite hard to get into position. You know, if they don't charge, they don't move. But of course, yeah,
they're not knackered.
Yeah.
So they're just moving along. This might have been a bad mistake having like the nicest units out on the table edge.
Define nicest.
Nicest looking.
Oh, right.
I always like the look of knights. I think the knights look great.
I'm also a big cavalry guy. So, final unit, and then it would be a perfect ordered round. And there we go.
I'll do again to the edge of the harvested corn.
So that's all the units officially ordered. Well done, Mick. Your military command surprises me.
It's because I haven't seen any enemy yet.
Yeah, no action is
They
involved.
still think they're just walking up to go and get their food, get their dinner.
So your line is moving forward in perfect unison. I love it.
And that's where it all ends.
See, now mine, on the other hand, what is interesting about this, obviously, that rule set there where you don't always get to activate all the units. So, for example, now that's your turn done. It'll go back over to my turn now. And in my turn, I can now activate even the units I've activated before. So, for example, I could activate the cockatrice now, and he'd be running forward ahead of the army. So that's quite interesting. So I don't obviously have to activate it. I could just hold it back. But screw that. Go eat me some infantry.
It wouldn't be Jason Froud if he did.
Yeah. So he's going to move. 6+. Yes. Cockatrice sees some hungry Eastern warriors over there. So he's going to go there. And there to the wall. The crossbows, they're going to move forward as well. Oh no, 5. That might be a fail.
Might not be.
Come on. Light missiles, move. 6+. That's the end of my turn.
Oh dear.
So all I got to move was the hungry cockatrice racing towards you.
Shooting crossbows.
Ah, I see. So you need a 7+ to shoot.
Wow, that's quite hard, isn't it?
Actually, no, sorry, 6+.
Oh, just. I've got 6.
All right, so.
Double 3.
Oh no, it is 7+. Sorry, it's light crossbows that shoot on a 6+.
Oh, they didn't shoot.
So they failed. Well, that was the end of your turn then. So it's back over to me. Oh, I gotta have him. I gotta have him. So my cockatrice, just measure that for me, Mick. Is that within 12 inches of your infantry? I'm pretty sure it is, but we'll just measure.
8 to 9.
Right, the cockatrice is going in. So it attacks on a 5+, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's got a wild charge anyway, so I have no choice. So 5+. It does indeed. So in they go. So I've got 12 dice. So get your 12 dice as well, Mick, because you're going to be using your defensive stats. But I roll my dice first. I hit on my attack value is a 3+. Your armor for the light infantry is 2. So every 2 3-ups I get, it's going to be. Ooh, that's not great. It's not obviously that hungry. So I've killed 3 guys. Right, for you, as your defensive stat, you're looking for. Oh, they're pretty decent on stats because they got spears, so 4+. And I'm armor 4. So every 4 wounds you hit is a wound. 2.
I've done 9 hits, so that's 2 wounds.
Alright, so I got 2 wounds on me.
And you've done 3 on me.
Yes. So what that means is we'll remove 3 guys.
Blokes that couldn't be bothered to paint themselves up.
Yeah, we'll put a battle symbol over there. Alright.
Everyone need dead.
That's fine, I'll put them on the table behind us. So, now we have to do courage. So you want to do yours first, Mick? Your courage is 4+. So that's 6. Minus 3 puts you to 3. Where's your general? Oh, he's far away. 3+. Your courage is 4+, so they broke. Okay. So you move back. I think it's half your move. So you move back 4 inches.
Straight into the other rock. Great. So what happens there? Do they
just bump them out on the other side? Okay. And then we'll give them a battered marker. And then I took wounds as well. So even though I won the combat, I still had to take a courage test. Because it might have been that, you know, like, for example, you've put me down so severely that my morale breaks.
Yeah, people still don't like getting hurt.
Yeah.
Animals still don't like getting hurt.
But I'm courage 3+. Oh, shit. Minus 2.
Battered as well.
Yep. I go back 6 inches.
Where's your leader?
My leader doesn't even know where the cockatrice is. So the cockatrice is like, nope, I've had enough of this.
See this? They're there to be shot at, not just to be looked at and wonder.
Alright, so that gets a battered marker as well. But that doesn't end my turn, obviously.
No.
In that situation, just as an example, if neither of us ran off there, say we both passed our courage, then the attacker, because I won, I got 3 wounds and you only got 2, you would back off, but in an orderly fashion. Right. But if it was a tie, then the attacker would push it back. So the defenders hold the ground. Alright, I'm going to move my crossbows up. No, I'm not. That's the end of my turn, as I rolled double 1. So, over to you.
That's just painful, isn't it?
So, the first thing you've got to do is rally fleeing troops. So, you take a courage test, same as before. So, you're 7, that's 10, minus 3, which is 7. So, you reform and your battered marker goes away. But that's their activation for this round. So, it wasn't too bad.
It could have been a lot worse. Early days. I'm going to try them first.
So the mounted sergeants at the top there, they're moving forward.
Plus.
Yep, that's successful.
So they would have definitely failed to shoot again. If I'd have chosen them.
Where the hell are they going? Going for a deep flanking maneuver.
They're, I'm assuming, not in range, so they don't have to automatically charge, do they?
You can. We should check that, but you can pre-measure, so it's fine. Just check. Are they within 8 inches?
No, 10.
Okay, so they don't have to charge, so you can maneuver them still normally.
No, I'm going to risk trying to shoot.
On the flip side, I mean, you can obviously move them up and then shoot them if you wanted to. But if my turn, if I rally, all I'm going to do is turn around and face you.
These are going to try and shoot you.
Okay, 7+. That's a 5.
Yep, okay.
See, I told you crossbows don't like shooting.
They don't.
Alright, my turn. So, the halflings, how are they going to react? First things first, got to rally that cockatrice. That's 8.
Fine.
He's rallied. So 8 minus 2 puts me to 5. He's got a 3 up, so he's good. So he's ready to take on the hordes again. Right, please, for the love of God, crossbows, move up. Yes. It's hard to get these light crossbows in range if you're never going to move up. All right. That's them moved up. All right, I'm going to get my Ingrid and her retinue to move up as well. Yep. They're going to come this way towards the house. Might as well use the cover of the house while I can. I might have to get those little skirmish movement trays where you put them all in haphazardly, that sort of thing.
I don't know. I like it like this. It's not too. It's not a stupid amount of troops you've got to move. I think this is fine. I like this.
All right, I'm going to move the bears finally. Come on, bears. Yes. They also move 12, so they get 6. And 6 to there. So they were just waiting for the infantry to move up. I can move my cavalry. Yep. They can move 10. Goats apparently are not as fast. Beatrice keeping... So yeah, it was all part of the plan. You know, I didn't move the other guys earlier because, you know, I just wanted them to keep line. And this was my vanguard. And then my heavy crossbows are going to move as well. They do not move. So that is the end of my turn. Over to you, my friend. See, the random activation thing, it can be annoying, you know, when you're in the heat of battle, that it just ends your turn. And in other editions, in fact, I think in Patriots, Rebels and Patriots, it ends the unit activation, but not the actual army.
Well, because I've been shot mum, I'm sort of used to this sort of thing. So, as a new game, it'd probably be annoying, but I've had years of doing that sort of thing, so it's not as annoying.
As frustrating, yeah.
You understand it. There's also those ancient rule sets where you, depending on your commander, then only get so many movement points. So it was important to keep everything in line, connected, so you could move more at once. Once it got broken up, you could do less. So
I think it creates an interesting dynamic. You know, some things.
Right, we're playing halflings and humans. Humans were always, you know, you didn't always have control. You know, you didn't have control of everything.
Yeah, there was no walkie-talkies.
Even then, with walkie-talkies in Vietnam War, you couldn't necessarily get people to do what they're meant to do.
It's true, yeah. Who are you activating first?
Crossbows.
Oh, are they going to try and miss again? Yeah. You're going to be so disappointed when they finally do shoot. Okay. Right, well, they're fine this time. Here's your other two. So, shoot value, you got a range of 18, and I've got this written down here somewhere. You need a 4+. And if it's over 12 inches, it's long range.
That's not over 4. That's definitely not over 12. The nearest one is 10.
Yeah, you're good. So 4+, and I'm armor. Did I say 4? I can't remember. So you need every 4 wounds does a damage.
7. Oh, that's 1 away.
So is that 3?
No, I've done 7, so it's 2.
1 wound. All right.
Maybe a little bit out.
What we're not doing, there's a little table at the beginning of the in the front of the book where you can actually give you roll on this table and you give your leader a random ability for the game. Some of them are good, some of them are funny. We haven't included that this game, but next time we will. All right, so they put a wound on him. I have to take a courage test. He's good. 8 - 3 puts me at 5.
What do these defend with?
They defend on a 4+ and hit on a 5+ when they attack. So they're quite... Oh, these ones are... Sorry, yeah. I was thinking about the wrong one. They hit on a 3+ when they charge. They are very good at attacking, but defending-wise, they hit on a 6+. So
these are going to move for them.
Okay. For them to move, I believe is a 5+, Lightfoot.
Yep, 7.
Yep, they're good to go. Now, you know, if we were like having some sort of big campaign or something with actual racial abilities, I don't think that would be allowed, because there's no ways the Eastern Empire would let the Northern Empire, or the other way around, actually move through them without giving them a stab in the rib or something like that.
Well, they came one way, so they're just glad that they'll be willing to fight again.
Yeah, in this case, they're thinking, well, there's a big monster in the front. Maybe we will let them go.
Well, we don't like the smell of that thing over there. It's like, let them be cannon fodder. And then...
So the crossbows are fired. Oh, the sergeants are going to move. Hopefully. Yep, they are. I tell you what, the sergeants are my favorite units out of this army because they are very consistent at what they do. They always tend to follow the rules. They don't really kill a lot, but...
Oh, that's handy to know.
No, they're decent. It's the knights. They
would be in one line, but I don't want them falling.
Yeah, it's fine. The knights are hit like a freight train if you can ever get them into combat.
7+.
No, see, they don't like being told what to do. All right, over to me.
Apparently, I've got a vanguard as well then.
Yeah, Yeah, take your stinky green dice back. Alright, so the cockatrice is clearly in range of the Shoshan over here. So I have to charge, wild charge, 5+, in it goes.
I know you're going to do that, but I'm assuming that didn't have to be your first turn, or it did have to be
It did, yeah, because it's in range and it's a wild charge. First thing you have to do is rally units. I don't have any running away. So then you activate wild charges, and then you get to do normal activations. So whether I wanted this to happen or not, it's going to happen. So obviously wild charge units are good on the attack, normally, but they are completely uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Like in this stage, I might want to soften them up with the crossbows first. I don't have a choice. I have to go in. So 12 dice, hitting on a 3+. Ooh, this is much better. So they're armor 3, I believe.
2, you said. No,
Lightfoot. They are armor 2. Oh shit! I've munched a lot of them.
4.
Yep, 4 dead.
That's all right. That didn't expect them to survive this go.
There's another battle marker there. So you get to fight back. You were still over 12 strength, so you get all 12 dice still. 6 strength rather. You're now under half strength if they survive.
Okay.
And you're hitting on a 4+. Every 4 wounds is another wound. Shit.
So
That's a pretty
10.
decent roll. So that's 2 wounds, right?
Yeah. So close.
That's almost halfway down as well. Alright, courage tests. Do you want to do yours first? You're 10 minus... How many?
7.
7.
That's 3.
3.
So they break.
Yeah, because they courage 4+.
Same situation again. So they're battered.
I fear that this might be the end of that unit. I don't think... I don't think they're going to rally again.
No, but they did. For me, they did what they want. I mean, they've done 5 damage against someone who looks kick-ass to me.
I mean, you're disregarding the crossbow's 1 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah, they finally got to shoot and you just disregarded.
Yeah, they are easily forgettable. they look nice, but they're easily forgettable.
Well,
They're just too busy looking in the mirror of their fancy uniforms, forgetting actually to fire their crossbows.
That's true. So 9 minus my 5 puts me to 4. I'm good. So my cockatrice shouts in rebellion.
The rest of your army.
Right, so that's that done. So let's have a look at the field at the moment. I've got those knights up on the hill there. I really should ping them with the heavy crossbow. But I feel like I need to move up as well. I've got to support this cockatrice who's just eating at these mercenaries. That's what mercenaries are for, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to play him now.
That's true.
Dead people don't need to be played.
I think I'm going to move my light crossbows, this unit over here, forward again. Yes.
Oh, they're far happier now they've seen their animal do their thing.
Yeah, they've just seen some mercenaries run off and think, oh, this flank is taken now, isn't it? Little do they know, the Gallics wait in surprise or whatever. Ingrid and her unit are going to move up as well.
The goats were too busy having a war dance.
They're laughing and pointing at the up and down Shoshan. Alright, now I've got the basics out of the way. I now got to think about what I'm going to do here. Do I fire the heavy crossbows into those oncoming knights, or do I try and set up a counter attack with my cavalry? I gotta shoot. I'm going to shoot. So the heavy crossbows are going to fire into your oncoming knights. And if I remember correctly, same as your crossbows on the wall, they shoot on a 7+. I've only got a 12-inch range actually.
Oh, that's 12.
So
Easy.
yeah.
What away are they?
It's 360, so you can shoot anyway.
No, but they're within 10. Well, I'm saying this important. Let's go, if you don't kill them.
Oh, I see. So they've hit. Alright, so I got 12 dice. I'm gonna hitting on a 4+. And I believe your armor is 3 for sergeants. They're basically the same as those spearmen on foot. Yeah, mounted sergeants, armor 3. I killed 2. Yeah, have a battle marker. Yeah, they're good.
That didn't go to plan. I was hoping you'd be quite a poor shot there.
Well, mine are not as shitty crossbows like yours.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm gonna move my bears. 6. Did they move on a 6? I can't remember now.
But should do, surely.
I'm pretty sure they do. But I want to check. Lesser war beasts move on a 6. And they're gonna go to there. There.
All I keep seeing is dead humans.
Yeah. That's what I'm glad of seeing. And then my cavalry. I'm not going to move my cavalry. I'm going to stay where they are. So I'm going to end my turn.
Right.
So, have you got any rallying
Obviously,
troops to do?
I've got to try and rally these. Probably need something like a 6, I think.
So 7 minus 7. That's actually them dead.
Yeah.
Because your leader's still not far. So that's the first kill to me. They ran off the board.
My leader didn't like the smell of them, so he wanted to stay as far away from them as possible. Well, I have to go for these because they're within range.
Charge, yep. So they charge on a... That's wrong one. 5+.
Oh, just. Just is enough.
But I think they'll probably tear that cockatrice a new one now. Because you've got 12 dice as usual. But they hit on a 3+.
You're just trying to talk me into bad dice, man.
And unfortunately, cockatrice only wounds on a 6 in defense.
6, 10 hits.
So that's 2 wounds, yeah? 4 each.
So it's on 7 wounds now.
Yep. So I'm going to just put that there for a second. So from next turn onwards, I'll be down, if I survive, I'll only be down to 6 dice. But for now, I still believe... I got nothing. I needed 6s. So I'm not very good on defense. So in that case, I have obviously failed. I need to take a courage test. -7. So that's 8. -7 puts me to 1.
It's only bad.
Yeah, so I'm only battered. So I flee. I'm going to go that way.
What was this for?
That's the 7th wound.
No, not in this instance. I mean, you had it up on the hill.
Oh, I'm so out of habit of using a turn marker. But I forgot this game doesn't obviously care about turns.
I moved my figures back because really that was the fighting line.
Okay.
I just wrapped them around for the sake of aesthetics.
Alright, that was a successful charge.
Going for the other charge over there.
Alright, so the mounted cav charge on a...
5.
Yep.
7. No, got 8.
So
they
in.
go in. What do they hit on?
3+. 12 dice. Because you've still got 4 guys there.
Just. You took a nice lump out of them.
And my heavy crossbows don't have a great armor. I'm pretty sure it's only armor 2.
I've killed 4.
4. Okay.
Done 9 hits if it's 2.
So I'll remove those 2 guys. So I got 12 dice back, but again, it's not going to be. I'm pretty sure it's 6s. I should just get that page open. Oh no, 5+.
That's not bad.
Come on, pull one over, pull one down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got one.
Ow.
I got one.
That's painful. That could hurt.
All right. So I'll put a little battle marker there for me as well to say I've actually suffered some wounds. So I'm courage -4. Ooh, that's bad. 5. My courage is 4+. So -4 puts me to 1. I am battered. I might still be on the table. How about you, my man? What's your courage like?
-3, so 6 to 3. So that's not probably going to be very good either.
Actually, no, it's a pretty decent courage. 3+. Yeah, you're good.
No, 4+.
Oh, 4+. I'm looking at the wrong one, yeah. So they also flee.
So there you go, 5 inches.
So that's interesting, because obviously they spent the entire time moving up that flank, taking out the crossbows, but now they're in retreat.
Yeah, both vanguards have got battered, haven't they?
Yeah. But you still got the heavy tanks in reserve, so see how that goes.
They don't like to do anything.
So I was interested. I kept my cav back there, thinking that, you know, if my crossbow survived, I could then countercharge you. But obviously, with you retreating, I might not be in range anymore. All right, so that's the infantry and the cav.
I'm assuming they can't see them because of that.
You will able to see, I reckon. Yeah, you can see.
So they'll shoot.
All right, you know they're not going to, right?
Yeah. If it's them not shooting or them not moving, so
over 12 inches is long range.
yeah, we should be what, 6s?
5s. Because you normally 4s, long range 5s.
Right, so 7 to shoot. Yep,
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
And the bears are armor 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, armor 3. How many wounds did you cause?
4.
4. Oh, no, I see. One wound.
I'd say 1 wound.
But that's still a courage test, because yeah, it still hurts when you get shot in the mouth. 7. Yep, good. -1. 6.
They'll see if these knights can be bothered to do anything.
Okay. Yeah.
They're actually okay there.
Wow, this is interesting. Don't you want to send them up the flank to finish off the crossbows? You know, those crossbows could rally and then you're in deep trouble.
Yeah.
They'll hold that the whole entire left flank. Yep. So I even painted one in the Luton colours for you.
Excellent. Thank you. That's why it's closest to me, so I've got something nice to look at.
Oh, right, yeah. So you got the foot sergeants left.
I don't think they want to do anything.
So you're good, yeah?
Yeah. What's his range of morale?
12.
So he can affect them. He can affect these, but he can't affect them.
But they're mercenaries anyway, who cares?
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got to rally some fleeing troops first. Let's start with the cockatrice. It's -7 to this. Courage 3+. I'm now within 12 inches. So 9 -7 puts me to 2. +1 for Ingrid puts me to 3. Dun dun dun.
Go away.
It's only got 5 wounds left, but it's still angry. Oh, I didn't put a battered marker on it. I've got these tokens, I need to use them, goddammit. Right, and then my crossbows. My head crossbows
I'm
are...
going to take your dead off as well.
Oh, yeah.
Since you actually got some now.
Yeah.
You're not just human beings over on that table.
I was wondering, I didn't know what to do with dead people. So 7 -4 puts me to 3. They failed. So they would run off they're going to run off the table anyway. But for reference, if there was more space for them to run, I would remove a figure and then move.
Yeah.
But they're gone. They've gone back to the boats. It's like, how can we hold a flank when there's an army of knights running towards us? Maybe that wasn't the best idea.
But when you're attacking, that flank is not so important.
Yeah, that's what's kind of what I was thinking. I was wondering, because when you put your knights down first, I kind of felt like it might be a little soft target for you to run after, which means that my center force doesn't have to deal with all your cavalry running at me. The fact that I've killed 3 horses,
Yeah, that's hurt me.
Yeah, that's like a massive bonus to me.
Yeah, I'm gutted about that. I didn't think you'd hurt that bad, but well, what can you do?
Okay, so that's I do actually have a wild charge, but I don't think they're in range of anything. The bears have got a 12-inch range.
I'd be surprised if they are. No.
Yeah. All right. My crossbows.
Jesus, they're only about half an inch away from my crossbows.
My crossbows are going to fire at your infantry, and I'm dead on 12. So, oh yeah, first I've got to... They're light crossbows, so they hit on a 6... Oh, failed. Sure go.
I've been battered.
Alright, so are the knights going to rally?
3. Not on that low one.
6 through no, and that means that one of them dies as well.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I don't suppose that represents him dying. I think that represents him
morale.
Yeah, fleeing from the unit.
Next go, they'll be off.
But that hurts more than, you know, when you're in combat, because that's 3 armor. You know, you need like 4 hits to get rid of that, or 3 specifically, I suppose. But
have no choice.
All right, in come the infantry. 5+. Yeah, then just make it again.
They're definitely getting.
I'm not sure what I think about that, because I obviously suck on defense, and I've only got 6 dice now, so I think they might cut this to ribbons now. But on the flip side, it is drawing you forward for my units to take.
It is, but I think that they were going to be drawn anyway.
Yeah. All right, we got 12 dice, 3s to hits, and every 3 hits. No, every 4
thing for you is I'm not hurting anything major. I mean, he is. I assume he's major, but you know, you're not your centre.
Yeah, nothing else has taken really that much damage other than my flanks. So 3+ to hit. Every 4 hits causes a wound.
9.
So 2 more wounds. Puts him to 9, ironically. I've only got 6 dice now, and I need 6s to hit. I've got nothing. So morale test -9. If I survive this, I'm gonna be laughing.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, 11!
Oh my god, it's down to 2.
+1. Yeah, he survived. And
I didn't take any. Do I still roll? Even though
no, you didn't take any, so you don't have to roll. But because I held my ground, you need to push off. So
God.
I see some tasty morsels in front of me.
But now do I get to shoot them?
Yeah, you continue with your turn as normal.
Because they're long range. He's not.
So yeah, you could try and finish him off. He's only got 3 wounds left. And you're in 12 inches.
Yeah, so it'd be silly not to try.
7+. Yeah, 12 dice. Hitting on a 4+. Every 4 hits causes a wound.
It's definitely a wound.
Puts him to 10. Holy crap, this cockatrice is like a bullet magnet.
Pass that.
Right. 6 coming up. No, he's dead. Finally had enough.
You sure it's just not bad?
No, I rolled 6 there, right? -10 puts me to -4. So he's had enough of this.
Only consolation there is he lasted a long time, preoccupied me for a while, but he didn't cause any more casualties in them extra 2
turns, yeah.
actions.
The only thing that allowed me to do, even though I had a none turn last turn, was allowed me to push up a bit.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to do anything else.
What have you done so far? You've charged, shot, and tried to rally those guys. So you've still got your knights and your infantry. Alright. Over to me. Alright, I got no wild charges. I got no rallying troops. So I'm going to try again. Crossbows. Thin down the ranks.
I'm worried that I've got 4 units, but then so have you.
Yep, that's successful. 12 dice. Light crossbows. Light crossbows aren't quite as good as the heavy ones. They hit on a 5+.
No, that's not too bad.
1. That's 1 dead. 2 dead. 2 dead.
Oh, what's your dice? 7. It's down to 5.
Yeah, it's good. Just put a battle marker there for the cockatrice.
What are they called?
They're the foot sergeant. No, this one.
What's their courage? 4+. Oh. I don't reckon. They didn't even notice their mates fall.
Yeah. Maybe there's 2 guys they don't like. Okay. Wow.
They didn't dance as well as the others.
That's interesting. So, I think I'm going to push up my bears. My bears are going to move forward. No, they're not. It's your turn.
Rally.
Alright. Oh, the sergeant's going to rally.
So I'm -4. I need 4 up, so I need at least 8.
Yep, they're good.
That's very important.
Well, I mean, other than the fact that I don't score the points for them if they died, you can now just keep them out of harm's way and save those points if you wanted to.
I can, but you can't ignore them as well.
Watch me.
Well, you can ignore them if you want, but
okay.
there's still 6 dice if they go into battle.
Are these guys within 8 inches?
Yeah, I would say almost definitely.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then they have to go in.
I'll try to go in.
Yep, in they
God,
go.
they're keen as hell. Woo! Let's go. Blood's up.
Alright, so my defense is 5+, and your attack is obviously 3+. So 12 dice each.
You say 5+, what do you mean?
I hit you on a 5+.
But what is your armour?
My armour is 2.
Oh my god, the worst roll yet. Did you say 3+?
Yeah, you hitting on 3+.
Yeah,
Every 2
3.
hits, 3 dead. So 3 crossbows bite the dust. I got 12 dice back at you. I'm needing 5s. Every 2 kills one of yours. So that's 1, 2.
Oh god. They're just bad as the cock or whatever it's called. Cockatoos. No, actually, the cockatoos didn't do any. They killed a third of my unit.
So your courage is
-4.
-5 now, I think.
-4.
And I'm -3. So you want to do yours first?
Oh, what the hell, yeah.
Oh, you're good. 7 -3 puts me to 4. I am within 5, so I'm good as well. As the attacker, you need to bugger off.
Oh no. How much do they go back?
Yeah, just 3 inches is fine.
They haven't been successful yet on their attacks.
Oh, they're whittling down my troops. They're running up this flank like some sort of machine.
Yeah, but they're dying.
Remember, they're mercenaries. Who cares?
Shooting your bears.
Okay.
Long range though.
So, first of all, 7 up. Nope. Haha. Haha. What is my options? Oh man. Is Ingrid and her forces within 6 inches?
That could be close.
Because of this shrubbery, I'm going to say no, because it will take an inch for me to get her, and that's 6 inches just.
Yes, I know.
So, no, she's not in range. So, that means I'm going to fire my crossbows into your marauding infantry over here.
7s.
Yep.
Yeah, they're happy to shoot.
Got to get rid of them somehow.
Strong little buggers, isn't
It's because they're so short.
they? Yeah.
So 5+. 1, 2,
Done 2
1,
again,
2.
50%. Yeah, mine ain't going to be so keen now. 9, down to 3.
I think that's good, didn't it?
Courage.
Courage 4+.
So they go bad.
If your general was within 12. Yeah, see, that's why Ingrid knows how to lead.
She does. But that's the difference in being effective with your bows and not doing twats like mine are. Looking in the mirror.
But that makes me much happier. Because now I can move Ingrid up. Yep, she's happy to move. And she's going to move up to this wall over here. So if those guys do rally, you have a more viable target to fight than my crossbows.
What's more important, only 6 dice there.
Oh yeah. And then of course that also, if your crossbows are going to shoot, they have to have target either my crossbows or my bears. Yes. The bears are moving up. And they're going to move right up to your grill. So you're going to go 6 to there, and then another 6 to there. Move away from the knights. Get straight up here into you. I'm happy for your sergeants to charge me, because they're not that good on the charge. They're better on defense.
Are they?
But of course, crossbows can put pincushion into me there.
Not really. They choose normally to not shoot.
So then my final unit is my cavalry over there. Beatrice, protect the bear's rear. Hold the... No, fuck. That's the end of that. Over to you.
I actually almost want them to run away.
They rally.
Rallying in range of crossbowmen is not great.
And infantry to the flank. Alright, what's next?
Well, it'd be stupid not to do the crossbowmen.
Into the bears or the...
Yeah, to be to the bears. Can't ignore the bears. Right in my face, didn't they? See, that should be... that. A lot of historical rules, that would be a ruling. Your threat, the nearest threat, has got to be what you shoot at.
Oh, that makes sense as well. But are they going to shoot or are they going to panic? No, they're going to shoot. So the bears are armor 3, if I'm not mistaken.
What am I hitting on from there?
4+. So every 3 hits causes a wound.
Fuck's sake. It's just 2 wounds.
Let's push the dice up to 3. And the bears are command or courage 4+. So 7 minus 3.
Alright.
Hangs in there for the win. Are they get a charge?
I think you'll hit my crossbows if I don't. That's the problem.
Go on, you know you want to. I love how the knights are just watching all this carnage happen in the centre. Okay. So for foot sergeants to charge, then
10, so that'd be right.
Yeah, they're good.
I didn't want to do it, but
they needed a 6 up.
I think you would have definitely gone for my crossbows. I don't think you would have attacked them. Not if you think that they're the best on the defence.
You're 100% correct. The crossbows was definitely my target. I was only going to charge the infantry if I had my infantry in support.
Yeah.
You know, so like if I charge with my infantry, soften them up, and then bounce off with your infantry.
Or do I attack on 5s, is it?
Alright, so your foot sergeants hit on a 5+ on the attack. And I'm armor 3. So every 3 5-ups causes a wound.
I'm not unhappy with that. 2.
That's 2 wounds. Puts me up to 5. Now, unfortunately, you'll be surprised to know here that bears only have a defense of 6. So, and your guys have armor 3. So I need 3 6s to kill just one of them. Come on, bears, do me proud. No, that's nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
Now they're morality.
Alright, so this is minus 5. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. I think they might be dead.
Up to 1. No, the 0 up to 1. Because of him. Her.
Am I within 12?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, so she's just kept them from completely being wiped out. Yeah. So if you could do me a favour, so it saves me from coming around, move them back 6. And then... See, now, that's something I actually like about this rule set. A disciplined army there. You know, used combined arms to actually take them out.
Can you pre-measure?
Yeah. And yeah, the knights can now finish them off if they want to.
They are going to try.
They don't have to wild charge because they weren't in wild charge. But a normal attack...
They are technically now.
No, that's phases past. Now they're going to attack normally, which is a 5+.
Oh, just.
So in they go. Holy crap, my bears are taking an absolute shoeing. Now, there might be a rule here when you attack battered troops that I think they might automatically flee or something. I'm not sure.
Do you want to double check?
Well, carry on with your turn for a second and I will check. I'm just going to pause the video here.
What do I hit on?
Okay, so yeah, knights hit on a 3+. When you attack a battered unit, you always hit on 6s. It's not a big deal. Bears always hit on a 6 in defense anyway.
Oh, that's a terrible roll.
And every 3 hits causes another wound.
Two more.
2 more. Putting me up to 6, is it? 7. Oh dear, my poor bears. I might have been a bit too gung-ho with them. So another courage test for them. That's 9 minus 7, 2, 3. But that's a fail. Yep, so they move forward again.
So what, that's 6 away, yeah?
I can actually take one of those bears off now. So I'll move that here. Just give me that one can come off.
Oh, do you not want him there?
So each of those bears technically have 4 wounds.
Okay.
Every 4 wounds a bear comes off.
I'm going to move my mounted boys.
What are they going to do? Just move.
Yeah. You got 360 range charge?
Everything does. By the way, I think they failed.
5.
Oh no, you're good.
Move on 5.
No, yeah, move mounted soldiers, move 5.
You can't see him here though, can you?
No. My cavalry only have a 10-inch charge, so I don't think I'm actually in range of your knights. Wow, that is sucky. The fact that they failed that activation last turn has put them on the hop.
It's everything I've done.
Yes. All right. Well done,
so
Mick.
we're both losing a flank each.
Yes. And I'm not happy with my flank. Okay, so first I got to rally my battered units. So bears over there, -7, so it's 9, puts me to 2,
Up 1.
+1, 3, which is still a failure. Another bear dies as this goes up to 8. And just shovel him along, as I don't think he's ever going to rally again. He's moving further and further away from...
The problem is Ingrid's now going to move away from him.
Okay, have I got any wild charge? No, they're all dead or fleeing. I think I was a bit too gung-ho with those bears.
No, because on a rule set where I may not be able to do what I want to do, it's not so gung-ho. If I was guaranteed to do everything, it was gung-ho. But they could clearly not have charged. They could clearly not have charged, and you're in prime position to go for me.
Yeah, well, it was a shit or bust move. As it turns out it was. But now I've got an interesting choice. I've got 3 full working units left. My cavalry is sitting in the rear baking potatoes. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're grazing or whatever. Do I use my... Yeah, I think I'm going to use my crossbows to try and finish off your...
I thought you would.
Yeah, they're good. They're still over hot.
See how happy they are.
Yeah. Light crossbows into lightly armored dudes. That's 1 dead. That's 2 dead.
They're not staying hanging around.
Oh, maybe
they might hang around. So they've lost 8 though. So down to 3. So they got.
Yeah. There's still no +1.
They're not +1, are they?
No, I said no +1 because your general is hiding all the way over there. Actually, I say hiding. He doesn't care. The mercenaries
but they
flank.
won't be in the charge range.
No, that's true.
If they failed on 12, they need a double 6.
Yeah. Now Ingrid is going to move 6. Yep, she's good. And she's going to move to the wall over here.
Does that give them shooting cover?
Yes. But also just gets me a little bit of cover. But it also prevents me from... gives me a little more options on my turn, I guess. As I want to wait for my cavalry and archer support to come up. As I feel like your Gallic guys won't rally now. I can't see them rallying again.
No way.
Right. So the only thing I got left is my cavalry. Now the problem I have here is if I move them forward, your cavalry will charge. In fact, I think yours might be in range already.
No, they're the same as you.
Oh yeah, of course, 10, yeah. Oh, do I risk it? Because they're wild charge, but I can counter charge them. Or do I just redivert to this side? Yeah, I'm going to redivert. So I'm going to move. No, I'm probably not going to. Oh no, move 5+, yeah.
5.
Alright, I'm going to move behind the bears this way. Abandon this flank. Bring support over to the side. And that's my turn done, as I've activated all my units, the ones I have left, and it goes over to you.
No, they need double 6.
Nope. 7, actually they're dead.
Yeah, because they couldn't rally after that anyway.
So that's all your mercenary support gone.
Hey, I don't have to pay anything. My tightness worked.
Who are you activating next?
Well, I've got no choice. I don't know what this situation causes here, but they've got no choice but to charge in because they're within 10.
Oh.
Is it a viable charge? I don't know.
I would say I don't think they can actually even see them.
Right, so fine. So then it's not a wild charge. Then.
No. So you're good. No wild charges. The reason why I say I can't see them is because I think the house and the tree and all the bits of elements block.
Well, I thought it would be too awkward. They couldn't consider it a proper charge.
Yeah, because the bear...
They might walk into them.
Is the bear within 10?
It shouldn't be. You've moved 2 6s away.
Yeah. I didn't actually measure it out, so let me just shovel him away a bit.
Yeah, it should be 12 inches away. I'm gonna... I want to shoot these. But it could easily end the go. Did I shoot?
It's going to put the impetus on me.
Yeah, it might end my go, but...
Nope, that's good. So
12, so you would have needed, what, 4s up to 5s?
Yep. And they're armor 3s, so every 3 5-ups kills 1. Is there 1?
Yeah. Whistled past Ingrid's hair. Just gonna have to brush it.
One little casualty. Oh shit.
Down to 3, up to 4.
Yeah, but is 4 enough? I think it is. Yes. So they just hung in there. One guy dies. Oh shit, let's get out of here.
So they're a bit lightweight without Ingrid.
Yeah.
She's got a firm hold on them. Right, well, so that's still my go. I'm going to move the mounted sergeants up.
Yep. Those 2 guys right at the end, what are they up to?
Just in case your bears rally amazingly. So, wow, what to do? These boys.
Okay, are they going to move?
Yeah.
They're going to come get up in my grill, are they?
It's a showdown Ingrid wanted.
There's a thing when two units collide with leaders in, you can do a challenge. And the challenge is the 2 leaders step out and they roll 3 dice each. And whoever causes more wounds on those 3 dice kills the other leader.
Jesus.
But of course you don't have to accept the challenge.
To me that's too much of a gamble.
So you got your knights still left.
Yeah. You said they countercharge the cavalry.
Yes. Cavalry can countercharge against other cavalry and infantry.
Bit worried about your crossbowmen suddenly shooting at them. I've got nothing to lose anyway. It doesn't matter if they don't move. 7 they move.
Wow. Is that within 10 inches of me?
I don't think they're within 10 of you.
No. That's interesting because I don't have wild charge, but I would be tempted to charge.
I know. That's why I don't want to move forward too far. I was trying to stay out of 10 from you. But I didn't want to just sit there and do nothing. To be honest with you, I was more interested in not being within 12 of them.
Fair enough. Alright, so that's your turn done, right? So over to me. I'm going to activate my crossbows to move. Oh, failed. Over to you.
Finally, they're behaving like my crossbow. Well, my crossbow. Oh, you didn't do your rally.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I forgot about that. Let's just do that quickly. 8 minus 8. They dead. No, Sheba.
Okay, I'm going to try and charge.
Okay.
Shoot, I mean.
7 up. No, back over to me. No rallying, no wild charges, crossbows move up. Yes. Right. I'm going to move to the wall. Give some space for my cavalry to move around, as my cavalry have covered my rear. Ingrid might just sit tight for a minute. I'm going to move my cavalry. Yep. I go 6 and then 4 puts me to there. I might have moved them too far. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it. Right, Ingrid, what are you going to do? I am tempted to charge your wall of spears. It's very Viking-like. Yeah, go for it.
I'm not used to hiding behind walls.
5. Do they attack on a 5+? Foot sergeants attack on a 6+. Nope. And her obviously command doesn't affect that. So over to you.
They're within 12. But I would do these first.
Okay, I gotta try and bring up my rear. Yep.
But then I can shoot from them.
I was gonna say, don't forget everything has a 360.
That's the annoying bit.
So I could try and pick them off. But is the front of my battle line more important at the moment than those 2 sergeants? Ooh, thinky thinky.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Okay, now.
Ooh, being uber cautious.
Yeah. Well, they are a bit fragile. These boys will shoot your crossbowmen.
Okay.
So it might end the go, but...
No. Are they...
Need them 5. They're long range.
Okay.
No, they're not. They're within the 12 we worked out.
Okay. So 4+. And I believe... it's going to be every 2. I'm not going to bother with the front bullshit anymore. Yeah, every 2. I'm gonna... 4 dead. Oh.
Although would they have got cover? I don't know.
No, I will say because the majority of them weren't in cover.
Okay.
I didn't move it far enough. Oh, okay.
So -7 now.
There, I was gonna say there's only 5 left, so 7 minus 7.
0 up to 1. So they're bad.
Yep.
They move away.
Wouldn't you be if you were getting pelted like that?
Shouldn't be missing match sergeants after. That's what they were going to be there for, was to pick up something like that.
All right.
Right, well, my sergeants.
What are they having?
Sorry, my knights. No.
No, they failed. All right. So let's see if I can rally the crossbows. Oh, I do. I think 10 minus 7, 3
plus 1,
4. Yeah, they rally. Holy crap! Might as well stay like that. And then my cavalry are going to move. Oh, I don't know. They are not indeed. Over to you. So this is where the morale is faltering.
Bollocks. Ah.
I love it. You got a strong defensive position, and my units are slowly crumbling. What do you think, Ingrid? Is it time to head back to the longboat?
Shooting.
Okay, 7 up. Yes! Gives me a chance to get back in this. Right, cavalry, move! God damn it, move! Yes. 10. So that's going to be 6 to there. Another 4 to there. So Beatrix bringing up the flank again. Just love it. Those crossbows are not... Oh, there's another one over there. Okay, my crossbows, is it worth firing 6 shots into those? I'm going to need... No, I think I'm going to go for them. Yeah, I'm going to go with my guys. I'm going to charge you all. No, I'm not going to charge. I'm going to move out. Oh, crap. Actually, 5.
It might be alright.
Foot sergeants move on a 5. Yes, I am. Good. All they're going to do is they're going to jump a wall to there. So I'm avoiding your knights. One of the things I was just thinking about not charging was I don't want to run into your knights.
Yeah.
And if I go out there, your knights are now valid opposition for me. So I thought maybe I can drag you into me. Alright, and then because I've done the more 2 important things, crossbows might as well have a ping. No, they failed. Oh no, 6+, they light crossbows. That's a hit. Or a success. That's long range, so I need 6s. No. It's worth a shot. Over to you.
What happens here now? Because technically, they're like 8 inches away.
So this is where the 1-inch rule was to stop that sort of thing. Like you wouldn't be able to fit through there. Although when you charge something, you can ignore the 1-inch rule. In this case, I mean, I would say that the knights probably don't have a physical charge through there because of the terrain and the conducive. Well, that's not the right word, but the infantry in the way basically, and the sort of little bollocks that's all around there. That's just my personal opinion, but I suspect there could possibly be a way around. Like, for example, if you move the infantry back, then the knights could probably charge through there.
What are they if they defend? What do they What's their armour?
Their armour 3. They've got a 4-up defence, 5+ attack. So they're basically the same as your spearmen.
So if you attack me, you attack on 4-up.
5-up.
5-up. If you attack me.
Yeah, I'm better on defence. There's a defensive unit. The only difference is model-wise, they don't have spears.
If I move them out of the way, that's a legitimate charge, is it?
I would say so, yeah, because they can't see you, but it's just there's too much stuff in the way currently, so it's not a wild charge. So you'd have to then do a normal charge. That's my, personal opinion. Whether it's rule-wise, people can comment below if we're doing it right. I'll give the people a bit of a view of what we're looking at. So we're saying that basically it's really hard.
This makes it, because these sort of trees quite often are just aesthetic rather than terrain.
And you've got the wagon there as well, but I mean, if we want to, we could move them out the way and then charge them in. Well, I'm also thinking about the wall as well. The wall causes a bit of an issue.
And that's what I might... Because technically, I wouldn't be asking this issue without a wild charge issue. That's the reason I was talking about it.
I'd say don't worry about the wild charge. This is not something they can physically see. It's more of like a command to see, the king telling them, the duke telling them to charge, as opposed to them impetuously charging.
Do you know what? I think I want to shoot these to them.
Okay. So 7-up. Or they're going to be too scared.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna charge my infantry into your crossbows. What's the distance there, Mick? Is that 5? Like
easily. Yeah.
So 1 inch for the wall as well, yeah.
They're 4 inches away.
Okay, cool. Oh, failed.
Oh, maybe not.
Over to you. The nerve is not.
Mounted sergeants are moving.
Okay. Yeah.
That's fine. Oh god, that would have shot with the crossbows. Time to stop pussyfooting around.
Ah. I think the Duke's got the grit between the teeth, as they say.
Gonna shoot here.
Okay.
What did he charge on?
They will be hit. To charge, you'd need a 6+. No, that's not them. This one. You need a 6+ to charge. You would be hitting on a 5+ with 12 dice. Every 3 hits would cause a wound on me.
These are shit.
Okay. Yeah. They are successful.
So 4, 5, 6 is there.
That's correct. Every 3 would cause a wound on me. Whoa, I see a lot of 6s.
8.
So that's 2 dead. Stop standing in front of the wall with your troops, Ingrid. Get some you know the word I'm looking for. Right, how many have I got left there? 5, 9, so that's 3 dead. 5 minus 3, 1, so battered. Back over the wall they go. Well, Mick, I think your crossbows, even though we took the piss out of them for so long, may have just won you this game.
I feel a little more confident now. I've seen me manage to drag defeat out of the jaws of victory before.
If in doubt, charge.
These would be silly not to charge now. I mean, I know that these are still a threat, but why would I not charge these now? No, 5 inches wouldn't get them there. Because I'd have to take account of the wall. So no, they won't get in.
Just move them up.
Yeah, I will move them up.
I might rally.
Do you know? I'll move these.
Okay. 7 up. Yeah. Now the knights, the big brave knights are going, wait, the battle's almost won, let's get in there.
They would have been brave knights without this thing.
Yeah. As this is more of like a skirmish, you know, trying to protect the farm village, as opposed to a pitched battle out on the open plains.
Yeah, they're not too happy with all the tight spaces. They're feeling weird about it. Expecting people to throw crap at their helmets. Well, they'll try and do something.
Okay.
It won't be an attack because they haven't got the range to get in.
It's going to move.
So they'll be trying to move. Yeah. So what I'm going to assume here is if they get attacked by cavalry, unlikely because I know you're going to go for the crossbows, there'll be no wall defence. But in the same way, if I attack Ingrid, there'll be no wall defence either way either. Oh no, Ingrid will get a wall defence, but well, it will cost me an inch movement because most of my units the other side of the wall.
Okay. That's your turn done, yeah? All right.
Right, so helmet, well, battered units.
Yep, so I got to rally Ingrid first.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just remove that. And then my cavalry is going to charge. So if I charge the crossbows, the wall will give them cover, which means their defense goes up by 1. So they'll go to defense 3. If I charge the spears, they are defense 3 already. So, but they are much more of a potent force on the defense. So I am going to go for the crossbows. And that is a success. So even though this seems like a chicken shit move, it's like charging against this line of crossbows. The crossbows have been causing me an immense amount of pain in the last couple of turns. So hopefully I can deal with them and then about face to deal with your spearmen on 2 fronts. That's what I'm thinking, yeah? Alright, so I'm hitting you on a 3+. You're now armor 2. You're armor 2 going up to armor 3. So every 3 hits will kill one of your crossbows. So 1, 2, 3 dead.
Okay. Do I fight back?
Yes. And your defense is 5+, if I remember correctly. Yes. So you 5+. I'm armor 3. So every 3 5+s you get.
Oh, it's just 1 short from getting 2. I got 1. I think I got 1.
Oh,
well, unless that's a cocked die.
That's fine.
Look around there.
That's missed anyway. It doesn't matter. You roll it again.
Right, so 1 hit.
God damn it. You actually killed one as well. You just killed one of my elite goat cavalry.
7 minus 3 is 4.
Plus
Up
1.
5. Is that courage rock 5?
Yeah, you're good. Crossbows are 4 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I am 3 plus, I think. 4 plus. Minus 1. Oh shit. But plus 1. Yeah. But just. But bounce. Yep, I have to go back 1, which keeps you your wall presence.
And allows me to shoot.
Yes, it does indeed. But I've still got my crossbows left. Watch out. And they're going to pepper your mounted sergeants.
Of course. It's my own stupidity.
6, they hit.
6 dice.
Yes. And now I need 5s because it's not a long range. Still didn't get any. So that's my turn done.
Why only 5 of them? Because they're light?
Light crossbows, yeah.
Well, I've got no choice. My knights have to go.
Oh yes, wild charges. Yep, in they go.
On the crossbows, obviously.
Crossbows are dead. This could be a very victorious turn for you, my man.
We'll see. It's not counter chickens.
I love that the Luton Knight is the one that doesn't get in.
Yeah.
All right, so 12 dice, hitting on a 3 plus. Every 2 3 pluses kills a crossbow.
3s, yep.
Yep.
9.
9, so that's 4.
Even 1.
He's the standard bearer.
I don't see them surviving. It's what they do back. 6 dice.
Yes, 6 dice. Defense, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 5 plus crossbows. But I need a shitload of 6s. 5. 2 is not enough. So I fail. Minus 11 plus 1 for Ingrid. They're dead. 8 minus 11 puts me to minuses, even the plus 1. So the crossbows are wiped out. Alright, what next? What you got next for me, my man? Oh, they're going to charge. I was wondering if they were going to be softened up by the crossbows first.
No. The worry is 3, 4, 5, 6. The crossbows will potentially just fail to shoot. Can I choose? Fuck it, the crossbows are just going to go.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about the mounted sergeants charging. But I don't know if it is a feasible charge. Don't know. I'll shoot the crossbows.
Okay. Yeah, they're good. 12 dice. And
they're up to 5s now.
yeah, if somehow they managed to hide behind a wall, they're running away. Oh no, they rallied, didn't they?
Yeah.
So 3 5s would cause a casualty. Is that 2?
2 casualties.
2 more. Oh dear. Alright. Ingrid. This is dire situation. Surrounded.
No, I don't happy.
Yep. Infantry coming in.
Definitely have to try to go. 2, 4. Oh, you've still got 12 dice.
Yeah,
7,
that's good.
Oh, no. This is tricky.
You just have to move.
Technically, I hit them as well.
Well, just move a little around, sort of like that. You don't have to get into contact with them, or stay 1 inch away from the cav. The rules, I think, are flexible enough that you don't have to get every single model in combat.
Right.
What's interesting, yeah, is if I think, because the game starts winding down once there are 4 units or left. But in this situation, if you wipe out this unit, I'll only have 1 unit left, but you still have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think if you wipe this unit out, we'll call it there as victory, and my cavalry will flee across the river.
I think they would realise it was time was up, especially with 2 cavalry units that they could be caught.
Completely pushed back, yeah. But let's play out the turn. I want to see how Ingrid and her unit does. So 12 dice, hitting on a 5 plus because you're an attacker. Every 3 wounds.
No, 1.
Just 1.
But it does get me to 50%.
Okay. Well, I still get my 12 for this turn, but only just by the apparently. And I'm hitting on a 4 plus because I'm the defensive.
What armour am I?
Same 3. So that's 1 dead, 2 dead, 2 dead.
So 2.
You were loving it. So I'm -6 here. So I'm
4 up to 1, so you're all happy as well.
Yeah.
Bounce.
Do you want to try and send the sergeants in? We could say they got a gap there.
Well, is it a feasible charge? I don't know.
I think so, because they can snake through there. And also more fun the way.
What about when there's supposed to be lucky blow or something with the leaders?
Yes, there is. I can't remember.
Should your one have been suffering it from all them crossbows, or is it just melee?
It is from crossbows as well. I can't remember what the lucky
Double
blow
one,
is. Double one.
according to your video.
Oh my god! I forgot about the lucky blows. Right, is the
You
sergeant?
should have probably suffered about 4.
Yeah.
Right. So the mountain sergeants obviously are definitely going to try. If we decide it's a feasible one, then they're definitely going to go.
I'm happy. I mean, I've technically lost this already, but let's for fun's sake send them in.
Yeah,
if they can.
If they were a bigger unit, I would say no.
Yeah, but it's just 2 of them, and they're going in.
Happy. And they was at 9-inch range.
This is super aggressive. So 6 dice.
6 dice each.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a powder puff battle.
So, but you hitting on 3 pluses, and every 3 hits on a.
Only 1.
So another 1 dies.
Lucky blow.
Oh yes.
Who does the? You do that.
No, she's not dead. Right, my 6 attacks back on a 4+.
You do.
I drag 1 as well. Yeah, right. Let's see if Ingrid sticks around. -7 this time. No, she's battered.
And I'm probably routing.
Well, you're only -5.
So down to 1 up to 2.
Yeah,
so
battered as well.
Battered as well. So move away 5,
Right.
but I'll take that. It was worth it.
There you go.
Because you weren't battered until he went in.
And I'm going to make them running towards the river now. And I think we'll call it there. As my leader and her retinue are running away, the only feasible unit I have left is this cavalry, who, even if they manage to take out those crossbows, their nemesis, they still got the
Well, the
spears.
problem they've got there is, what would they do then? They wouldn't sit and defend, so they then have to attack my most defensive unit.
Yeah, and I was not keen to have cavalry charge them head on. You know, I was thinking in my previous turn, if I could get in here, then come around after I've like charged with Ingrid and her unit, crush them out, and then re-about face for your knights to come in.
I'm not experienced in these rule sets. I'm not. But I did wonder about your move around there, because they could have just pinned my knights, and Ingrid might have been able to take on one of these with your crossbows shooting them.
That was part of my thought. You know, I thought maybe I could gridlock, but I didn't think, because your cavalry, if they didn't wild charge, are not that easy to control. So I thought, I'll be lucky, and they might not get another go, sort of thing, you know, while I try and mop up this flank here. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Your cavalry were very determined. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, they were determined for their last minute of glory to run down the fleet crossbows.
They would have done it again.
Yeah. So they can go home and tell they won the battle single-handedly. Yes, they can.
Yeah, we celebrating now they won the battle.
But Mick, fist bump. Well done. Good victory, my man.
So thank you.
As your first play, did you enjoy it?
Very much so.
I thought it was a pretty interesting battle. I like the rules. I think they're quite fun to play. They're obviously very swingy, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I was a tiny bit worried when I watched the rule set that they would be so luck based. But I would like to think by the end of the day, by the end of the game, that tactics worked. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's when you've got luck based, as in who will activate, the more complicated a tactic you use, the harder it's going to be to affect it. So I would say it's always going to be easier as a defender in this sort of rule set, because I don't have to worry about them being triggered. I don't have to worry about if I need to move their position.
Yeah, because I thought there was a nice little pod in this particular battles. When I moved those bears around, the right tactics you used was soften them up with the crossbows, and then even though the spears aren't great on the charge, but they still manage to just pick off a few more wounds from the bears, thanks to the crossbows wounds as well, causing the bears to panic and flee, which you would totally do if you were being attacked from all sides.
Yeah.
And I was very brazen to obviously move them in there.
Well, I think you were happier for me to attack you than you attack them.
Yeah.
And I think that probably, I said at the time in these rule sets, it wasn't a gung-ho decision. And I think maybe you felt it wasn't gung-ho because they'll go in. But as much as these failed about 3 times, it was still a hell of a gamble if they didn't fail. Then you were going to be, with 3 wounds on you already, that's quarter strength.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, I mean, it was just saying, sitting, you know, if you pass your morale test, come and have me. And
That's what I thought. That's what I was going with. It was like, if one of those 2 units failed, I was in with a chance of getting into your lines.
they would, I assumed they would have slaughtered my crossbows, but we had 2 melees with crossbows, and both times crossbows held off.
Yeah, they can hold a little bit of. But I mean, I suppose it depends on the situation at the time. I was quite lucky with my crossbows because your infantry, every time they charged them, I rolled quite high for their morale. And you know, Ingrid, I must admit, that
Ingrid kept your army alive a lot longer than it should have been.
I mean, she held them intact quite well. And your mercenaries were bouncing back and forth the whole time, which was interesting. I quite liked that, you know, as a sort of a story element. How the mercenaries were just back and forth. And,
yeah, I mean, my general was only interested in his army.
Yeah,
I didn't care.
As he successfully comes back to the town, he's got all his retinue intact,
and he doesn't have to pay any mercenaries.
Yeah, and the battlefield is strewn with shield maidens.
The last couple that are left are like hunting wolves in there or something. Might find a few scraps if they come into the village.
But there you go. That was our first play Dragon Rampant battle report. Hopefully we'll be doing more in the future. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. And hopefully in the next coming days, I'll have some army showcases for these 2 armies, so you can see what the armies look like up close. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.